sent me a message. You were like, "Oh, we've got a lot to talk about," and I was like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah.
this is like serious."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, it's just gaming content." I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, no, nothing serious. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, Jake, we gotta talk. It's over. We're done with this. It's not happening anymore. This is our last episode ever. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Dual Hemisphere Hangout. My name is Luke, and joined with me each and every week, I do have my lovely co-host Jake. Jake, how's it been, my man?
It's been good. It's been good.
Let's go.
For the listeners or the viewers in YouTube that may not know or have missed it, I have been in the UK for 2.5 weeks, and it's been a lovely break. But yeah, for you guys, we did professional content recording. Like we recorded in advance, so you shouldn't have seen a break until I was sat there in my little shed. I'm leaning back. I'm relaxing with a beer, watching the soccer or the footy. Um,
Ew. I don't like how you said soccer.
and then my little fucking phone pings up and it goes, "Luke, hey man, did you put the Pet Peeves podcast in the drive?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I did. I uploaded it all before I left." It was like, "Yeah, just the thumbnails there." And I'm not gonna lie, that I was so annoyed. I was fuming, absolutely livid,
Yeah,
because it honestly one of the best podcasts we've ever done.
yeah,
And
that was a good
I
one.
thought we'd lost it because I'd done a bit of PC cleaning before I left. Like I have a lot of space that I need to clear up on my PC, so I deleted a lot of things, and I was like, "Luke, this might be gone. It might be gone." Because I was like, let me check my little SSD hard drive to see if because what I should be doing is, and I'm still not doing it now, I should be recording to my backup hard drive. But for some reason, I'm setting my ways, and I just record to my main hard
Yeah.
drive. So if I'd have just recorded or moved it, rendered it to my actual portable hard drive, we wouldn't have been in that situation. But that being said, we found it. It was there. We got it in the end. So I think it was slightly late. What is it, like a Sunday instead of I don't even know
Yeah,
if it
no,
was
no,
late.
we always uploaded Sunday morning. It was more like Sunday afternoon for
Mm.
that one. Yeah,
So
I
I
think I was
mean,
able to get
a
it up at
loss
like
of
4 o'clock.
yeah, a loss of like a couple of hours, considering that I was we lost it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. And to be in all fairness, there it was. I did that solo one to fill in the gap until he got back because I'm like, all right, you had to put something out, and I was sitting there thinking about it. I was just like, man, if I have to do another solo one, I might cry. I might crash out.
So you didn't like the solos? Because we've been
I
talking
mean,
about this for a while. Like, it's like,
I mean,
oh,
I
maybe I
did.
want to do like a solo adventure.
I think I enjoyed it, but I think at the time of when I said I'll do it, a big life thing happened like the day before. And so I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I can't put my all into it because like I don't know how this thing's gonna it's gonna react. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how to like approach this. It's like the first time. So I'm like sitting here thinking about it and I'm like, I was like, I might just dial it back for this one and
I mean, you could have just
see. And
skipped it. We could have just skipped it.
I
And
I know, but I committed to it, and this was like again, it was very unplanned.
yeah,
So I was very
impromptu.
much yeah, exactly. I guess to really just start us off on the right foot. While Jake was gone for 2.5 weeks, I got a dog. And so yeah, brand new puppy owner over here, which is always really fun. Um, and yeah, it's actually really cool. Very excited. Her name is Josie. She is let me get that. I always get it wrong, but she is a blue American Terrier pit bull mix. So she's a little pit mix. Um, super cute dog. I mean, me and my roommate had been talking about getting a dog. Lord have mercy, since 2 years at least. You know, we talked about. We always say, "Oh yeah, the pit bulls are so cute. They have the blue eyes and da 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 da." And like, shit, you not like Thursday afternoon, I get a text message from them, and I'm like, "Hello." and and she was like, yes or no. And immediately my first thing is like, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
adult
So
mode kicks in.
I'm like, all right, well, let's break it down a little bit. I'm like, but at the end of the day, I was just like, whatever, dude. It was not even it was not like a whatever decision. It was just more like, I'm
There's
down
never a
if you're
right time.
down.
There's never
Yeah, it's
it's
like
the
I'm
same as a child, right? There is never
yeah.
a right time. It's
Exactly. No, there is yeah, you're right. There's definitely never a right time. And it was just more of a thing where um I was just like, all right, these are my reservations about it. They said, actually, well, we could do this, this, and this. And I was just like, all right, I'm down. And then about 20 minutes later, we had a dog. And
yeah.
so
It's very
yeah,
scary on
it was
pickup. Like my dad's done it
yeah.
before, and you're driving this little being back, and it's like, oh
Mhm.
god, what
I
now?
know I wasn't even there for like the pickup. I was they were out on an event out in like Georgia doing a thing, and then one of our coworkers called them up, and it was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna get this dog for you." And then I was, to my knowledge, that's when I got the first text message, and yeah, this guy's just walking around with two little puppies around the Lowe's parking lot, and and
It's
it
all
turns
very
out,
surreal,
there's
isn't it? It's very
yeah,
surreal when it
it's
comes
like
to like
yeah,
pet buying. It's
it,
like especially
exactly.
if you got like a pets at home over there, like a store where
Yeah.
you can buy like guinea pigs and rabbits and
Yeah, we have
other
like a
like rodent
PetSmart
types.
and yeah,
Um,
Petco, stuff like that, yeah.
and it's so wild that you can literally just go
Yeah.
in there and just buy a
Mhm,
mouse or buy a rabbit,
mhm,
and it's like that's yours now. Good luck.
yeah. Good luck, have
No,
fun with it.
no screening,
Uh,
no nothing.
no
It's
returns.
just
Nope. No, and yeah, so it was very surreal, and so, yeah, we've had her for a little over 2 weeks now, it'll be yeah, it was 2 weeks yesterday, and yeah, it literally has turned my entire world upside down.
yep.
Like, my sleep schedule is entirely changed. I'm now waking up way early, like at 5 in the morning, to get her day started. And I'm also waking up every 2 odd so hours to let her out to go to the bathroom. Put her in the middle of potty training. We don't want her to pee in the house, and we don't want her, pee in her cage and pooping in her cage, because she did that one time at 2 in the morning. And
You
Jake,
learn.
oh my gosh,
You learn.
Jake, oh my gosh. I remember waking up at 2:30 in the morning, and it just smelled like her crate smelled like straight shit, dude. And I pick it, and so I'm like, I get the dog out, the dog's covered in shit. I pick up the blanket. She had like the biggest poop in the entire world. Like, and a puppy poop isn't solid. It's like
Nope.
not good. And so I pick out this blanket, and I didn't realize like she had turned the blanket over a little bit. So when I go to pick it up, like some shit falls right on my foot, falls on my DVD rack, and I'm at that point, I'm like, bro, I don't even want you anymore. What the fuck is this? It's
Where's the
too early.
receipt?
It was like it is too early in the morning. But no, I absolutely and so like that after that, I'm like, there's nope, no. The second I like open my door, I'm not sleeping with the door shut. If I hear that dog make a noise in the middle of the night, I am up and I'm walking outside with this dog, and we were going to the bathroom. It happened one time, and it's never happening again.
Are you
Never
gonna do
ever
the
hap
are you gonna do the puppy training? Or do you think you just do it
puppy train.
yourself? Yeah, you're gonna
No,
do
do
like
it
the classes
ourselves.
or are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just gonna
we're
do it
gonna
yourself?
no, we'll do it ourselves. We didn't my roommates, they do a really good job at training her really well. So, she sits on command, she stays, she does really well on her walks. Um, she's not quite crate trained yet. She still gets a little sad when she first gets put in her crate, but it's very minimal. And the only time she really gets upset is this: we have to put her in the crate, not because she's sleep tired, but because we have to go do something.
Yeah.
And she's not quite there yet. And she's just like, wait, I'm not,
I'm not
I don't
ready.
want to go. She's like, I don't want to go. What are you guys doing? And so she's been doing that. But I mean, considering that we've had her for 2 weeks, she's already grown so much. Like, she's not like, hasn't grown exponentially, but when we first got, she's maybe like 4 pounds, and she's at least 10 now. So, I mean, she's growing.
The pit
She's
crosses
adorable.
grow very quick. They bulk
Yeah,
so
exactly.
fast. My cousin had
I'm
like
excited.
a whippet pit cross. Um,
Okay.
oh yeah, absolute fiend. Fiend.
Yeah.
Great dog, but like whippets are very, very excitable. And pit bulls
Yeah.
have a lot of energy as well. So that dog just went. It would
Mhm.
chew the
Oh,
backs of your shoes off. And then if there wasn't any shoes, it would be the dining room table legs. They were gone. Like it, chair legs. It's just
yeah.
I suppose they teeth just the same way as humans do. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
you
no,
need
they
they need
definitely
chew toys and
they
stuff, but
need engagement.
she just chose the dining room table instead of all the chew toys that she had, which is
Yeah,
fair, I
exactly.
guess. You know, each to their
Mhm.
own. Taste of
No, it's
cheap
all
wood and MDF.
no, I think that's a normal thing for all dogs, man. They like the thing. Her favorite things that she enjoys the most are she's obsessed with crevices, like the corners of her. She sniffs and like pulls on the carpet, like in the crevices between the couch, between her table. When she lays down with me on the couch, she always goes for like the
That's
smallest little
that's the
like
terrier.
thing.
That's the
Yeah,
terrier. It's because
yeah,
they're meant to kill rodents. That's what terriers are
yeah,
bred for. So she's looking for
yeah.
mice.
Yeah, she's out here looking for mice, and we're like, there better not be fucking mice in here."
You'll know about it because it'll be dead in the middle of the floor.
I know, right? I know,
I
so but no,
remember oh
she's
god, dogs are
she's the light
amazing.
of my life. Yeah, I'm really happy, we're really excited that we have a new member of the family, and, she'll eventually make an appearance, but, at this proper time, this is right where her bedtime is, so,
Oh, good. You've timed
you
it.
know,
You've trained
so
it. You've timed it well. As soon as the
bro,
podcast
like, it's
starts.
no, we literally, like, I shit you not, I think the first week we were trying to, like, figure out a schedule, and then, like, this week we really nailed down our schedule. Like, I'm up at 5, well, regarding without including the 2.5 hour times I wake up in the middle of the night to go take her outside. Her day starts at 5 o'clock. I take her out, let her go pee, go, do her business, grab the leash, go take her for a 15-20 minute walk her back in. We lay down, take a little bit of a nap, rest, play for a little bit, put her in her crate for a little bit, gives me time to go get dressed. If I didn't take a shower the night before, I can take a shower. Get a little gaming in. I'll tell you right now, I've not been gaming for squat for the past 2 weeks. Get like a good 20 minutes in before work starts, get dressed, wake her up. She's either up at 6:30 or I'm waking her up at 6:30 to eat. And then she's eating, and then we're resting. Then we go to the potty, and then we're at work.
I
So,
mean,
and then when we
that
go
getting up at
yeah.
5 won't last long. It
No,
they
they
learn
won't.
so
No, I know.
pits are so smart. Like, it's
No, they are very smart. She is we call her a little dumb fuck every once in a while, but, like, she is a
just
smart
goofy.
dog. Like, yeah, I mean, she's 8 weeks old, and she already knows how to sit, stay, come,
Yeah.
we're 95% sure she knows her name already. So, she's a smart dog, and so it's only a matter of time. It's just the hours you work are the ones that are really, it's really hard because we during the week, we maybe get to spend 5, 6 hours with her during the day, because
Yeah.
we get like a I get like an hour and a half with her. Like, I get about 2 hours and a half with her in the morning time, and then we're at work for at least 10 hours, sometimes 11 depending, and then, we get in like 3 or 4 hours, but I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock so I can at least get 7 to 6 hours of sleep. So, that's the only hard thing about it, is that our job is very time consuming, so we don't get to spend a lot of time with her on the week. We can't take her to the office because neighbors are
Yep.
bitches, as I like to
Yep.
call them. They're whiners. And so we had to bring her back because she was making too much noise, which I'm gonna be real, Jake, you can tell right now I'm out here having the light of my life, and this dog is not making a peep. You would hear it. So I'm like, whatever. So we had to bring her
It's
back,
not
and
worth
that's
the
when we
battle.
had to.
It's not worth the battle.
Exactly, exactly. The person was like, "Yeah, well, when she has like her separation anxiety's gotten better." Like, we're creating separation anxiety actually by doing this, but whatever, But at the end of the day, we're both very happy. I cannot wait. I haven't had a dog since my dog passed away a couple years, like 4 or 5 years back. So I know I was like, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I cry, like looking at her and like petting her because I'm thinking about my old dog, and I'm like, it's just kind of like I'm excited, but I'm also like it's making me like relive the good
Yeah.
memories of my old dog and stuff like that. So it's a lot. I don't think don't really cry, and I'm not gonna lie, I've cried like 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Not sobbing, but like I'll scroll a video on TikTok and I'll just see something, and I'm like, they're like, don't forget the gray settles in, and then there's a cut of a puppy, and then it's gray. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be Josie in 10 years,
No.
and I'm not ready for it. So,
It's a commitment,
but
and
it's been good. It is. It's a responsibility. I think one thing that I don't think I quite grasped because when I got my dog way back when, I was 12 or 13 when I got my childhood dog. So I didn't quite grasp the response. My mom was a saint. She did a lot of the like early training with her. Like I helped too, but my mom and my grandmother, they bred border collies. So like she knew how to like handle a dog and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's a really big responsibility that when you don't first think about it, I mean, I'm 31 years old and I haven't really had to have anything that I was really responsible for because by the time I was an adult, quote unquote, my dog was already 6 years old and she knew what to do. She was just like a member of the family. There was no training. And like with this, it's like she makes a noise, she's sniffing around in a weird way, or she's like near a box. I'm like, what are you doing? Like I was joking around. It's like I literally would dive in front of a car for this dog. Like it's like within the first hour of holding, I'm like, oh, nothing's happening. But like I think people don't realize that these are, while they are animals, they are a very, very big responsibility and a very, very expensive responsibility as well. So if you
Yeah.
don't have the
Ooh,
financial capabilities,
don't do it.
make
Don't do
sure
it.
also guys, just get fucking pet insurance for the love of God. Just do it.
It's yeah. It's the
Yeah,
same
it's a
as a
must.
car.
It's the must.
If you can't afford to
Yeah.
buy a new one, you buy insurance.
Yep.
It's
Exactly. Just
it's the
you gotta
easiest
get
option. It is the
it.
easiest
Yeah.
option.
But yeah,
But
but yeah,
no, it's
that's been my life for about 2.5 weeks since Jake was. It was a calm first week. Jake was living his life in England. I'm like, oh, I don't have to. I could just sleep in. I could to go do something. I don't have to record on Friday night. Yeah, la di da.
there you go, whole
And
evening
then
back.
yeah, I had a whole evening. It's like, oh, this is super nice. And then boom, well, freedom's gone.
Yeah, over, done. Yeah,
It's
I keep
over.
saying
Jake,
I keep
hurry
speaking
back.
to give me some give me some schedule. Yeah, I keep saying to Rich like we want pets at some point, and it's like, well, one we're renting, and it's quite hard over here because you have to pay like pet bonds. So
Okay.
we'll have to pay another like $1,000 down just to have the pet in, and
Oh
then
damn, I did not
usually
know that.
they will take the lot because it'll either smell like dog or it'll smell like cat, and they'll find like one hair on the in the corner of somewhere, and it's like, okay,
Mhm.
right, pet bond gone because it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we'll probably wait until we buy if we do end up getting a dog. Like you though, like you have to completely mold your schedule around it, and I don't think I'm ready for that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Luckily, I do start late, so
Mhm.
and my sleep schedule is currently cooked at the moment. I don't know what time zone I'm on because I'm waking up at 3 a.m. I'm going to bed at like 10, 11 o'clock, and I'm waking up at 3 a.m. So today I've been up since 3 a.m. It's now
Oh my god.
10:42, and then I'm gonna try again to stay awake. I feel like I'm doing really well. I get to like
Mhm.
11 p.m. and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm tired. This is a normal time to go to sleep. And then boom,
Mhm.
I wake up and the TV's still on, and I'm like, oh, that means it's before 4 a.m. because the TV auto shuts off at 4 a.m. It's like, oh no. And then I look
Yeah.
at it, it's like 2:57 on the dot every single night for the
Mhm.
past week. It's been it's doing me in. But I mean, if I had a dog at that point, I just get up and walk the dog. It's
Yeah.
but I
No,
don't
like
think
I
I'm
said,
ready
it's
for the
like it's
mold. Sorry.
yeah, no. No, I was gonna say you're right. No, it is really like you said, it's the schedule at the end of the day. Like, people are like, oh, the dog needs to fit your schedule. I'm like, bro, no, you're fitting with the dog schedule. Like you have to come up with a schedule because I'm
It's
telling you right
like my
now, if we
dad used to
didn't
come
have
home at
that
dinner times to like walk. So
Mhm.
my old dog Spencer, he would get 3 walks a day. because he needed 3 walks
Mhm,
a day. So, like, you're driving back at dinner time. Your dinner is not a dinner anymore. It's I
mhm.
mean, to be fair, walking the dog is quite therapeutic. Like, just walking in
Yeah,
general
it is.
is very good for just your your mental
Mhm.
and, as we've said in previous podcasts, go touch grass.
Yeah, but trust me that I've been touching lots of grass. That dog's been licking a lot of grass. Dude, I have so many, like, little cuts on my feet because sometimes it'll be too early and I'm like, "I can't find my fucking shoes," so I'll just walk out in the grass barefooted, God knows stepping in what, and, like, but things are biting my feet. I like, "What, bro?" But whatever. I was just literally, scratching my foot, and I think, I scraped a scab, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm bleeding," but I didn't say anything.
That could be
So
an ED appointment at some point, but we'll tackle that when we get there.
We'll be all right.
I I yeah, I don't I feel for you, but I don't feel for you at the same time because it's all self-inflicted.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
it's like I'm
it's
not
like when
like
people complain about babies. It's like,
yeah,
well, takes 2 to tango, doesn't it? And you decided to go ahead with
yeah.
it.
No, I had complete say, like, in the fact that, like, if I didn't want the dog, I'm pretty sure if I was, like, vehemently against getting the dog, I don't think that we would have a dog. And so and it's the thing where we're just like, no, we were both at that point ready. We're like, no, we can do this. This will be good for us as well because it'll give us something more external motivation for ourselves. One, because now we have something besides ourselves to take care of. Um, and then obviously, it's just like I told you before, I literally got them. That's it down
Yep,
here. Like I
yep.
got them. Like I got. I mean, I have my coworkers are cool, but I really don't really hang out with my coworkers again because the age difference is like again I'm 31, most of them are like 23, 24, 22. And so like now it gives me more avenues to maybe socialize a little bit more, even though I'm not the biggest socializer outside of this. I think we
Yeah.
had a whole discussion about this before, but I am happy with the decision. I couldn't be happier. And I am really excited to watch this dog grow. And sooner or later, we're gonna be recording this podcast, and instead of seeing,
Flying
you
across the
know,
screen.
yeah, you're gonna just see it zooming across the screen, or laying down, or doing something. You're just gonna see it in the background. So
You do raise a good point,
it'll
though.
be a good
That's
time.
one thing that's like a negative for me getting a pet in general is that we will want to do a lot of traveling, and like
Hmm. Yeah,
it's
you're
too
gonna have
hard.
to find
Oh, it's
someone to
gonna
watch it,
yeah.
walk it. Yeah,
Unless it goes in the kennels, and I'm not a big fan of the kennels, to be honest. Like it's
I don't think anyone is. I think kennels are always a very last resort kind of thing, and yeah, like anytime I would go on vacation with my other dog, I was very much someone come watch my dog.
yeah. I'll pay
Like,
you.
I'm
Just
not
live in
even
my
watch it.
house.
Not even yeah, don't even live in my house. Literally, I would pay someone just to come in, let them out. I was like, "Yep, go in there, let Princess out, let her go pee, go let her go poop." You can leave her outside unless it's raining for like 4 or 5 hours, bring her in, feed her at this time. And then she should be good till 7 o'clock. Because my dog I'll tell you one thing, my old dog, and I'm hoping Josie's like this, she can hold it for a while. My dog could hold it for a good like 8 to 9 hours. I think my mom scared her half to death when she was a puppy. She pooped in the house, and I think my dog was petrified ever since of pooping in the house. So, so,
Not a bad thing to be.
uh, yeah, no, not at all, right? But yeah, no, she could hold it for a while. So, but yeah, no, it made travel harder. There's lots of times where I'm just like, well, I was like, should we get a dog thing for a beach house or a beach cottage we would go to every week? And I'm like, no, I'm not taking my dog. My dog will not be happy. My dog likes her home. She likes her yard. I mean, and to be fair, we didn't really do a great job at socializing our first dog because it just be blunt, we just didn't. Like she was great with people in general, and as long as they came into our yard, she's like, "Oh, you're here, so you must be okay, or you wouldn't be in our yard." But like she liked her home, she liked her space, and I was like, "Nope, we're not making my dog uncomfortable. People can come see her," and end
The
of
dog
story.
park's another
And
weird one as well, and
yeah,
it's
but
not the dogs that are the problem. It's the dog
no, it's the
people.
owners.
It's
Yeah, no, it's the owners. Like I don't even want to think about like um the thing because again, here I don't know how it is over in England, but here pit bulls get a really bad name. Like they just
uh,
do. Like
Sort of in
they're known.
England. I think they're
Yeah, they're
technically banned, which is
okay.
why the cross. There's always a cross. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
it's the same as I
Yes.
forgot which dog they've done at the moment. It's I don't think the breed is going to come to me, but there was a massive uproar because
Yeah.
they've completely banned the breed, and it's like, well, you either get a
Mm.
license or it gets put down, and then and
Mm.
these people can't.
Damn.
It's they usually find this breed. It's like a fighting breed.
Is it
It's usually in poverty ridden areas. Like they're not a
okay.
like they're very. I always say that it doesn't matter what the breed is. Like it's down to the owner. If the owner's going to
Yeah.
take it out and it's going to be just like on the streets in gangs, like literally there as a deterrent more than anything, as like a statement
Mhm.
of don't come near me because the dog will get you. Then
Mhm.
it's going to act like that. It's going to always have its.
Yeah.
It's going to be on guard. Um,
Mhm.
I'm good. I can't remember the name. Um,
Yeah.
but I'll Google it in a second. Um, but no, like you can get away around with just
Mhm.
crossing the breeds, which is I'm
Yeah.
assuming why. I'm assuming it's the same in the US. It has to be some sort of
Yeah.
cross.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy a straight pit bull, like an American pit bull. Like you can get those. They're not illegal. They're just not recognized by like the dog association as like a proper breed. Like I said, I think the breeding laws in America are a lot less strict than they are in the UK. I think we talked about that between our Discord messages. I think in the United States is not as regulated. There's a lot of mutts. There's a lot of mixed breeds. There's a lot of DNA screening tests for dogs to figure out what they've got in them. Like unless you are paying top dollar for pure, like I'm talking like
Thoroughbred.
over 800 for a purebred. You know who the mom, the dad is, da 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 da, da, and their temperament, and you go and do a tour, and you go through to make sure if you're the right person for the dog. Like those, those are the ways that you should be doing it, obviously. But like in America, it's not like that at all. Like it's very much like it's a rare exception that that's the case. Most of it's puppy mill puppies, people who are just breeding dogs to breed dogs, and then walking around a department store saying, "Do you want a dog for $100?"
Yeah. Like,
No
come to the
shots,
van.
stuff like exactly, right, very much. So, like, that's kinda how it is. But, yeah, no, she definitely like, the one thing about the dog parts, like you said, it is up to the owners at the end of the day. And, since she is a pit bull mix and she looks like a pit bull, she's gonna have a stigma associated with her
Yeah,
because
straight
pit bulls
away.
are known for dog fighting. And so the people someone told my roommate that, like, hey, just be ready that there will be a stigma associated with your dog because
Yeah,
it's a pit bull,
it's not going to be
even though they
widely
might be.
accepted.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But
like,
they're the
I don't know
nicest
what
dogs
we'll do.
ever. Them and Staffies,
Yeah,
like
exactly,
they're so
dude. They're
affectionate. It's not.
adorable.
I don't get
No,
it.
yeah,
It's just bad name. It's just bad name. That's all it is.
yeah, it's a horrible like stigma associated with it, just because they are, again, like you said, they were bred for herding and you know uh, eating other animals. Like that's what they were bred for, and then unfortunately, it got a bad name due to gangs, like you said, and dog fights.
Yeah. So yeah, I
And
googled it.
so,
It's the
but
XL Bully. So
okay, so it's, yeah.
so Pitbull Terriers, Japanese Tosers, Dogo Argentino, Filo Brasilio, XL Bullies are banned in the UK.
Oh, so pit bull terriers are banned in the
Yep.
UK too.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, Josie
About
won't be coming to the UK anytime soon.
I'll bring her to Australia. She'll be fine.
Yeah, Aussie, I'm sure it'll be fine. No, as long as you can prove that you've got some cross in there, I think it's not allowed to be thoroughbred. It's
Yeah, well,
it's allowed to be mixed.
I can, I can guarantee you that Josie is not a
It's not for
purebred. There's no way. If we do a DNA test on her and she turns out to be purebred, I will very much be
eat
like,
the paper.
I'd be like, all right, eat it right now. You're coming to go see Uncle Jake and Uncle Jack, and Uncle Nick as well.
Yeah, speaking of UK,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, why were you there?
ah, but speaking of Jack,
Yeah.
managed to one of the I think it's the first in my friend group to
Okay.
tie the knot, which is
Let's go.
talk about big. responsibilities and whatnot, committing to
Yeah.
a dog is not a finite experience, but committing to another
Mhm.
human being is a whole other. It's a
Getting a
whole
dog's
other.
way more getting a dog is way more, time consuming and stressful and it's yeah, way more commitment than marriage.
But no, yeah, the main reason for going back, like we wouldn't have gone back, is that we hit it lucky that a set of Rachel's friends, and then obviously Jack and his partner on my side, they had the
Mhm.
weddings like within 2 weeks of one another. So one
Yeah,
weekend, the next weekend. So it just worked out completely. It was just perfect because like we
yeah.
could tie them both together, and it gives us a reason to come back to the UK. Because when Jack sent me the invite, I was like, I'm struggling, man. Like I can't like just pick up and drop $4,000 on coming over for a weekend. Like,
Yeah.
that's
No,
not
yeah,
saying
for
that
a
like
weekend,
I'm not saying I wouldn't have seen family and whatnot, but when you emigrate, going back home is not a holiday anymore. Like, and I've got a couple of people at work that say the exact same thing. It's not a holiday anymore because you have to see everyone. It turns
yeah.
into an appointment fest. Like, okay,
Mhm.
can I see you on this day? Can I see you on that day? And it's like, no, I can't because I'm doing this, or no, I can't because I'm doing that. And it's and my mum's easy because we stay at my mum's because she's got a nice extension with like an ensuite in a room, so it almost feels like a
Yeah.
hotel. So we could just shut ourselves off and not be part of the house.
Mhm.
So we stay there. So my mum sees me like almost every day, but then, like, going over to Rachel's house, which is like an hour and a half away, so we've got to go see her mum, go see her dad. My dad lives like down the road. Luckily, like it's not that far, so we could just meet up at a pub. But he'll want to see me, and then like friends start messaging, going, "Oh, when can I get in?" And usually, because they're all working, it's like, "Oh, let's throw it on a weekend." And it's like, well, the two
Yeah.
weekends that we are free, we're in. We're at one wedding for another and a wedding for the other one.
Yeah. I know, right?
So it was a very it was a lot of Christmas was easy. Everyone had time off. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
This time round, it was super hard. We were fighting against schedules, worky
Mhm.
schedules. Oh man, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was
Good.
sunny, a little bit of rain, but mostly sunny. I came back with a tan from the UK.
Okay.
I've
Let's
because I ain't
go.
getting it from Australia because I'm shit scared of the
Stuck
sun over
inside.
here. It's gonna kill me. It'll burn me alive. And then told my work friends, I was like, I've never been so depressed to come
Yeah.
back or to Australia. Like usually this is a good thing, but like I'm going back for
Mhm.
work. It's now absolutely nailing it down with rain, and it has been for the past
Yeah.
week. I said to Luke the moment we started this podcast, I was like, my phone just pinged saying severe thunderstorm warning. I was like, if I just go, it's because the house has been hit by lightning.
Yeah. That's
Um,
wild.
but the weddings were super nice. Like,
Good.
rest in peace, Jack's wallet, man. That was a venue and a
Yeah.
half. The food was top tier. Like the wedding
Mhm.
itself, they wanted to have an outside wedding, but um, it, it the rain cleared, so they could have done it, but it was fairly windy. So
Yeah.
all of your guests wouldn't have heard anything. It'd have just been a conversation at
Mhm.
the front of us all just going, "Oh."
Oh,
It's been the first time I've been part of the groom's party as well.
okay.
And
Fun.
Jack being Jack, very unorganized. Didn't really know until he messaged me like a couple of months before saying, "What's your suit size?" I was like, "Well, that's very invasive. Why do you want to know?" I've put on a lot of weight since I've come here, Jack. I'm not telling you what size. I was like, "No, I need to get you a suit." I was like, "Are you telling me I'm part of the groom's party? You shouldn't you have told me this on my invite?" He was like, yeah, maybe, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, just
Sounds
send
like
them over.
Jack.
Yeah, it was very
Right.
lapsed, but
Bro, you're speaking and I'm literally hearing Jack's voice come out of your mouth. It's like, yeah.
so I had the whole walking down the aisle with a bridesmaid and the whole
Yeah.
shebang, the photos, the
Mhm.
lot, and I was like, oh god, I was not prepared. I was not
Yeah.
prepared for this at all. I thought I was just turning up, having a couple of drinks, enjoying myself, seeing some old school friends. What did make me laugh though is the old school friends that were there, um, that haven't seen me in since high school did not recognize me. It was
Oh, wow.
hilarious because I've changed. Like I now wear glasses. I didn't at high school.
Mhm.
I had a whole head of hair, like more like Luke
Yeah.
style. that got shaved off. I mean, I had an absolute shocker of a hair. I gave myself an absolute shocker of a haircut um, before the weddings. I took it way too
Mhm.
short on the side, so I had to like almost like buzz it. Um,
Yeah.
so, and then I was gonna go full mustache, but I've got a
Oh,
bit
yeah?
of eczema underneath here, so I can't. So I shaved it back
Yeah.
as much as I could. So I've got the tash. And they were like, Jake Mears on his name's on the board. Like,
Mhm.
where is he? Like, the Jack
You're
was
like,
like, "Oh,
"I'm right here."
he's over there. He's over." But it was nice to catch up with some old friends. It, it,
Yeah.
the only bad thing about it was that I think my year in school was a very successful year.
Yeah.
Highest grades the school has ever seen. Um, Everyone was very intelligent, even though we all fucked around in class. Um, but yeah, it was happy to see everyone doing really well. It's just a lot of my friends are really, really successful now. Like
Yeah.
really, really successful, and I'm really happy for them. But I want to be that
Yeah, as you
successful,
should be.
and
And
everyone's
you
really
will be.
happy. And because it's a
Yeah.
wedding, it's like everyone's happy anyway. But
Yeah.
it gave me a bit of a time to reflect on
Mhm.
like, what am I actually doing in life? Do I actually want
Mhm.
this? And then I start having a wobble going like, do I actually want to be in Australia at the time? And it's like, I'm here for the money. That's what I'm here for. So
Yeah.
once I get the bag, we'll um
You know
we'll reassess. But yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
think we've
a
talked about this a lot, and yeah, it
yeah,
is like for you, like you talked about the bag. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, get your bag, man, while you can, and then 5 years from now, you can go back, enjoy yourself, have something to sit on, and
yeah,
go and be successful in your own way. So, I mean,
yeah. It's a
like,
but like it and seeing all those people again, it's like, oh, I've moved at the really wrong time. Like
yeah,
I've missed. This is the prime where you should be
hmm,
hunkering down, you should be keeping your friend groups, you should be like you getting a dog or like Jack now, putting a ring on it, and then he's just bought a new house uh,
hmm.
with more bedrooms, which only means one thing.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna be doing the meme where they're gonna be picking Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander at some point.
Yep, we're gonna have the definite. I imagine it's coming soon. Um,
Yeah,
so I've kind of moved at the wrong time, but
yeah,
it was a really nice and enjoyable day.
yeah.
It overwhelmed me a bit in terms of mental
I,
that I didn't think I was going to be. Like, I was just turning up
yeah.
like, "Oh, a couple of Guinnesses and we'll be on the way."
Mhm. Well, I honestly, I think what it does show you at the end of the day, Jake, and from my perspective, that I know the emotions that I feel when I like hop on Discord and able to sit down with all the guys, it's just like you left home. You know what I mean? You left home, you left your family, and while you're always are gonna get those feelings when you go back and visit because you're like, okay, that was my norm for 30 years of my life. This is so brand new to me. Being on my own, being somewhere, in your case, cross countries. But it's just one of those things where I feel like if you didn't have those feelings, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't, yeah, it's like you don't miss your friends, you don't miss your family. You're like, I can't wait to go back to Australia. I'm like, I'd be like, okay, Jake, that's a little sociopathic of you. You know what I mean? But I feel like those are normal things, and as you said, it's you're gonna feel those, and you're gonna have those questions. And I think at the end of the day, it just makes you more human. And the best thing you can do is just stay connected with people. That's why, like I said, that's why this podcast is a thing.
Yep.
So I knew for a fact that if we didn't do this podcast, me and you would probably show up for a draft league because we'd literally be 12 hours apart. There'd be no way our paths would, again, not cross, but like the communication would not be there
Match.
because I tell you right now, nine in the morning, the last thing I would have been thinking about 3 months ago is like, oh, I need to talk to Jake. You know what I mean? Exactly, right? And the same thing for you. Like, last thing that's crossing your mind at 10 o'clock at night is going to be like, oh, I need to check in with Luke and see what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
no, that wouldn't be happening if that
Um,
was not for this podcast, which is why this podcast started in the first place, is because you're my friend. We're far, far apart, but that doesn't mean we can't keep the communication of what was our friendship a thing, you know?
Yep. And then I think what stemmed from all of that is like, and then I go back to work,
Yeah.
and work's
No.
so depressing. Like it's work,
Yeah.
but I see my work's very weird in a way that it's
Mhm.
there's a lot of people there that are very, 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 very good at what they do. And a lot
Yeah.
of them are really enthusiastic. Like they love it.
Okay.
Um, and then I came back and it's like, is my like heart in this?
Mhm.
Because like I'm 29, 30 in a couple of days. Well, not a couple of days, a couple of weeks. How many
Mhm.
weeks? Oh god, I'm on the countdown to death.
It's like what, like
Uh,
3 weeks,
2 weeks
3, 4
coming
weeks?
next Wednesday. Um, So, like, it's not too late to change, and I've been looking, and then, like, while I was on the plane, I had some free Wi-Fi, so I just because I can't look at Twitter or Instagram because it doesn't load photos. It's like you're only allowed to load like text. Um,
Mhm.
I was like looking at like different career paths. I was like, I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the best of both worlds, and it's kind of not going to work, but it could work. So I'm looking at like semi-remote jobs if I can.
Mhm.
So like if I, what would be the ideal is that I can go back to the UK and I can continue to work, and it's not an issue. Like I could stay there
Mhm.
for a, not as long as I want, but an extended period of time and still earn
Mhm.
money and still be okay and still have somewhere to live. Um, I mean, the ideal situation is we just hit lotto, right, Luke? And then
Yeah, exactly.
we just hit the lotto and buy a load of houses. But no, I think it gave me a lot of perspective on like maybe this career isn't for me. I'm not
Okay.
saying I'm going like major off the rails, like in terms of not off the rails, off science or whatever, but science isn't my passion. It's like I'm just good at
Yeah.
it. Um,
Well, I
and I'm
mean,
now
I was
looking
gonna
at
say, look,
go on.
I was go ahead, sorry, finish your thought.
So I was just gonna say that I'm looking at like more remote things. I want to be like on the move. I don't want to be hunkered down. I think this is the realization that I came to is that I don't want to be in one place. I
Yeah.
I haven't got separation anxiety or anxiety of things, but like I need change in my life, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people do. A lot of people hate change, but I need change. I feel like I need something new. And I've only been here a year, but I've only ever
Mhm.
held down a job for 3 years. So
Yeah.
I tell my boss, I was like, if you can get more than 3 years out of me, you've done well. Because
Yeah.
at the 2 year, well, I'm at the year mark now, and I'm starting to look at new jobs. So
Mhm. No, I mean, and that's fair. Like, I think that's cool because it's like you're kind of. I would say it's funny that you mentioned that. You're 29. You're literally sounds just like me. I literally did now. While I stayed, while I'm like leaving a different job, I stayed in the same business for from the age of 15 till I was 29 years old, working in early childhood education, and then big ass career switch into marketing and communications, right? Because I'm like, I just need to try something new. I've only done one thing. I've only worked in one field, and I think that's a normal thing to do when you strictly are working in a field that. Well, I love kids, and that's never going to change. I was like, I've just been doing it for so long. I don't even know what else is out there because that's my norm. Kids are my norm. Like I work with children. Like that's all I've done since literally my entire professional career was worked with kids, taught teachers how to be teachers, ran a daycare, like running everything, so like I did that for damn near literally half my life and all of my professional life. And so what you're feeling right now, I feel like is totally normal. I can relate to that in such a honestly like real thing. And so, yeah, do what you want to do, man. If you're not happy, not saying that you're not happy, but if you're not
yeah,
feeling fulfilled in your position that you're currently in, go
I think
find another position.
it's exaggerated
Go
by
try, go try something new.
it's exaggerated by
F-
people actually like liking their job.
yeah.
Like, when you get someone that's like a group of people that are really passionate, and yeah, I can
Hmm.
see when they're talking to me, it's like they like we're passionate about Pokemon. We could sit here and talk about
Yeah.
Pokemon for hours, hours, and we
Hmm.
both share the same. But when imagine like I've got the passion that I had for Draft League, and you just didn't, and you sat
Yeah.
there like, yeah, I don't
I
get it.
got
And
you.
then
I hear
I'm
you.
sat in
Hmm.
these meetings,
Yeah.
and they're talking about all these big like it's groundbreaking science. And I'm just sat there like, it's not doing anything for me. And it should do.
Jake, just
It should do.
go to the bar, man. Just start bartending.
I mean, sometimes I can make
Try
a mean
something new.
cocktail, but I need to be drunk
There you
myself, and I
go.
don't think you're allowed to be drunk while you're
You are
serving.
not. You are not. You are not actually.
When the pores get like quads,
Yeah.
eyeballing, just pouring up and
Mhm.
eyeballing. Uh, but no, it's I had a great time, and then
Good.
oh, Rachel's sister's pregnant as
Yeah.
well, which is like, eek.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
You're about to be an uncle. Let's go.
it's for the second time because my sister's already
Second
got little
uncle.
Arlo.
Yeah,
Um,
uncle number 2.
so yeah, there's a
This is
lot
the
of
first time Rachel's gonna be an aunt?
yeah, yeah. It's
Ooh.
it's all happening. So the hook came in real big this time.
Yeah.
And then obviously like my mum we were doing like my mum's like very down to earth. We do
Yeah.
like a lot of like the financial talk when I'm over there
Mhm.
because like I need to she does economics for the councils. So
Yeah.
she's like whole finance millions and
Mhm.
millions of pounds go through her fingers every year. Which is quite
Mhm.
devastating to like well to be honest. They do in my work as well when I get a bag of cells and they're like 250 grand. It's like I could do with 250
Yeah.
grand right now. Um, but yeah, I got a lot of like draw into if we just
Mhm.
where I need to be putting my money, where I need to be like, yeah, cool stuff. I mean, probably these people our age, Luke, that really want to hear this. And maybe we need to
Yeah.
do a whole podcast on just adult life and how to
Mhm.
finance yourself because I feel like I'm pretty down on it now. Um,
Yeah. No, I would say you're way better than me. Way better than me.
um,
Way better.
it helps that I'm a king of a spreadsheet. Um,
Yeah, that's
and
exactly what it is.
crunching numbers is not easy, and learning how to read legislation as well. Legal jargon is just not the one, especially when they leave like little loopholes and that are made for certain
Yeah.
people that not for the regular person.
Mhm.
It's very hard. But yeah, I'm looking at like career changes and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's a part of my life where I don't know where I'm going with it. Like I feel like I'm at a fork. Like Australia was always a
That's
dream, and
yeah.
we're in the dream, and the dream is 60 to 70% of what I expected. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
will we
Like I
rename
said,
the
it's like
dual
a
hemisphere hangout if I move back? No.
no.
We'll
It'll
just
still
have
be
to
the dual
find
hemisphere
someone from
hangout.
Australia.
No, no. Well, you can no, the thing is if they wanna know the lore behind the name, they have to start from the very beginning.
Yeah, they have to watch every
And there
single
you go.
episode.
Yeah, yeah. 300 episodes, you finally move, and we're like, "All right, we're no longer the dual hemisphere hangout," but I
It's
actually no, it's just like, "Actually, I moved to Australia." I'm like, "Ah."
that's it. Yeah, that's the law. We swap.
You're gonna come to Florida, you're gonna bugger off from your like, "I need to go back to the I'm just going back to Florida."
Saying that, I need to get back to Florida. I really do. But let me buy a house first because me and Rich were talking about it the other day. It's like how
Yeah.
much we want to go back to Disney. Um, like we are craving like
Oh my god.
with all like the
I mean,
controversies
shit.
aside and whatnot. I just want to go on
Yeah.
some rides and I want to drink whatever that
Mhm.
mezcal thing was from Epcot.
We just wanna spend all of our hard-earned money on drinking around the world. Oh my god.
Hopefully the fromage montage isn't there.
Hopefully it is, and it's not hopefully it's just not cheese, it's something else. Maybe it's like eat
Potato. Yeah.
7 vegetable dishes or something, 7
Uh,
fruit dishes so we don't die in Florida. At least I'd be used to it at that point now because 'cause I've lived here for
Yeah,
an X amount of
you're seasoned
years.
now. You'll be able to
Yeah,
smell it in the air. It's like the rain's coming.
I'd be
We need
like
to move.
Jake, we gotta move, the rain's I just be like, "We need to take cover, it's about to go down." Oh
But
my
no,
goodness,
that
that'd
was
be that
it's been a good
it's
summarization of
good.
our past like 3 weeks, I guess.
Yeah,
Is there anything else?
yeah, I think, well, we can definitely we're gonna save the bulk of this for another podcast, but obviously one thing did happen while you were gone. A thing that we've talked about multiple times on this podcast finally came out. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, Yeah, you got yourself your
I
Switch too.
did. I did. It's the whole reason I went to the UK. No, I'm only joking. It's here. It's here.
Nice.
The only reason why I
I get
bought
I
it from the UK is because I was in the UK and I didn't want to wait for my pre-order to sit in a
yeah.
in a
Mhm.
postal box that they then um, empty after 2 weeks and it gets sent back. So I was like,
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
not
want that.
risking that, and I'm not
Yeah, I was
risking
gonna
them
say
trying to deliver it to my house and leaving it on my doorstep for 3 weeks.
it's like that. Yeah, no, that's good. So you've got the Switch 2. Rachel's got a Switch 2. I guess no, we'll definitely do a full deep dive because while you were gone, like all the gaming conferences happened also while you were gone too. So I'm
Yeah,
just like, oh my
you
gosh, just
you sent me a message. You were like, "Oh, we've got a lot to talk about," and I was like, "Oh fuck,
yeah,
this is like
yeah.
serious." And then he was like, "No, no, it's just gaming content." I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, yeah, no, nothing serious. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, Jake, we gotta talk. It's over. We're done with this. It's not happening anymore. This is our last episode ever. No, no, like all the gaming conferences happened. So the PlayStation State of Play happened, the Xbox showcase happened, Summer Games Fest happened. So a lot of trailers dropped. There's just so much to cover. But and then obviously the Switch came out, and then everyone and their mother had an opinion on the Switch. So we'll definitely be talking about gaming news in the next episode. But since you have your Switch right now, I guess if you could give a little preview, I guess if you were to rate your Switch 2 on a scale of 1 to 10 from what you've had of it, what would you rate it? And do you recommend someone getting it right now?
So out of 10, I would probably give it a 9
Ooh.
on a console level. Hand
Okay.
feel is great. Like it feels
Okay.
better in the hand. And it's
Yeah.
unlocked handheld gaming for me again because
Okay.
I
Let's
never
go.
played my Switch handheld, the Switch One.
Okay.
Um, the screen resolution was awful. I couldn't stand
Mhm.
it, and then it just didn't feel right in my hand. So this one's like slightly bigger, so it fits better in your hand. The build quality is way better.
Okay.
The display is just as good as a Steam Deck or whatever people want to compare
Mhm.
it to. It's or the PlayStation Portable or whatever it is now, the whatever the PSP is, um, and then whatever the Xbox one that just came out. Um, they're all the same.
Mm.
1080p display, 120 hertz refresh rate. It unlocked Pokemon again. Pokemon Scarlet,
Yeah.
Pokemon Violet. Oh, amazing.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing games. I've
Nice.
spent like 20 hours shiny hunting when I'm on holiday, just sat there. Um,
Mhm.
the only pet peeve I have at the moment, which happened with the Switch One, the battery life is atrocious.
Oh my
Absolutely
gosh.
atrocious.
How much
Um,
are you getting?
just playing Violet, running around, just hatching eggs and shiny hunting, about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah.
Damn.
Um,
That's bad.
it's really bad.
Like
Saying that, you
the
can just buy a
OG
battery bank and just charge it off the
I
battery
mean,
bank.
yeah.
So I got like 10 hours out of it on the plane, but it needed charging
Okay.
4 times. Um, yeah, battery life is
I was gonna say
abominable.
like
But the Switch One was like this,
it's
and then they released the Switch 1.2. Remember the one with the red
yeah.
box with the extended battery life? So I imagine they're going to do the same.
Yeah, but that sucks for like the Switch, the first generation Switch owners,
Yeah, it's
2 owners.
but
You're
would I
unless you're gonna
recommend
get a new
buying
one.
it? Yes,
Okay,
unless you have an
fair.
OLED. I don't
Unless you have an OLED.
see the biggest step up from the OLED, unless you're really bothered about 60 to 120. Well, there's only one game that could do 120 at the moment, and that's Metroid Prime, and will be Donkey Kong and
Okay.
whatever comes afterwards. But Metroid Prime 4 is the only one that could do 120 FPS, 60 FPS on on that console. Oh,
Mhm.
it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome.
Nice.
Um, I think it's a stunner of a console. Can I see it lasting as long as the Switch One? Durability, yes. In terms of technology, no. I think and
Okay.
Nintendo should know this, that is what we've got in our hands is not a 10-year console. 10 years down the line, we are gonna be so much more advanced. They've been lucky that the technological improvement has plateaued severely across the board, um,
Yeah.
which is why they got lucky with the Switch One because they didn't have to
Mhm.
do anything with it, and people just accepted it. Um,
Mhm.
But this is a docked console, which I will play 90% of the time.
Okay,
Amazing. Absolutely
let's go.
amazing.
Solid. Well, there you go. No, that's what I was curious about because I know you got your hands on it. So I was like, let's freaking go. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. I can't, we'll definitely have to dive more deeper in depth in it for another podcast. And, but yeah, no, it's been a crazy 2.5 weeks, honestly, for us. So, I mean, honestly, like it's super exciting. I mean, good Lord. I mean, I think we've officially crossed over, you know, we've been doing this for 8 months. We're coming up on the year anniversary really quickly.
Yeah.
Like
Jeez.
it's June, July, August. We started in September. So we got about 3 more months for episode
I don't know what we'll
52.
end up on. Is it 52?
Yeah,
We might
I
have to
think it
delay
would.
it. I might want to.
Well, no, it might be like 51 because I remember we missed one episode during that weird hurricane situation.
Oh,
Or we
yeah.
joked, I was like, oh, we were like, oh, it's over. And it turns out like we came back.
What I will say though is
We were being
we
serious
might have
about
to
it.
please my OCD, and we might have to skip a
Okay.
week or do a special episode that isn't classed as an episode. Maybe another
Okay.
highlights video, just so the 1 year ties up with the 50, because I feel like that is like
Ooh.
it
Perfect. Yeah,
pleases
yeah.
my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we're as of the last one we did was 38.
Yep.
So we've got 12 more episodes to go, which is fitting about 3, 4 months. So that's crazy. I don't know. I was sitting there thinking about. I was looking at the calendar. It was like we were recording this. I'm like, yeah, we're coming up closer than I thought we would be. We're rounding a
Yeah,
year, but yeah, we got a lot of fun topics to cover. I mean, this summer. Oh,
that's all right.
really? Right at the end.
55 minutes in,
Oh my goodness. All right, we're back.
we're back. I'm gonna leave it in.
uh, you get oh my gosh, my audio listeners, my camera was just like phased out. I'm like, all right, we're here. But no, we got a lot of cool stuff to be covering. A lot of gaming news coming out. Yeah, it's like I've been gaming on some games before the dog came in, so I'd love to talk about that.
Yep.
The gaming showcases announced a remake of my favorite game ever. They finally remade. There literally is a clip of me complaining about Persona 4 and being like, people who have never played Persona 4, go fucking play that game. Stop being fuckers and go play it.
And
And
boom.
they were like, and they're boom, hey, we remade it. I'm like, now all these guys can stop complaining and go play it and enjoy it. So, really fun stuff going on. And we got lots to talk about coming back up, but it's been a good 2 weeks, man. I'm glad that you got a chance to go home. Glad you had fun. Glad you got to see your family and you got to go see your friends and family, and we added a new one to our family. So
Yep. The eye
let's
bags
go.
will continue to grow.
I say you start seeing like my hair is starting to like I don't know if you can tell, Jake, but I didn't wash my hair yet, but my hair is starting to get these like little blonde highlights from being in the sun all the time, a little
Oh
bit like
no.
these lighter
Oh
blonde
no.
highlights. I know, right? So like I'm just waiting for the gray to come in now. If I start turning gray, that's when
I'm
we
going
know
gray.
like
Rach pulls them
I
out.
know.
Especially because I'm like dark hair like you. She could see them and go,
Yeah.
oh, and then she'll pluck
Bro,
them out and
my
then
my beard has like 8 different colors in it, bro. Like it's like you haven't seen the beard up close in a long time, but I've got like some red, some blonde, some dark brown, some black, some gray,
I
and I'm
get
like,
bleach white in mine. I get bleach white
oh
ones.
my god.
So
I've
I'm
had
going.
some white ones, and I've had some white ones, and I'm like, "Oh, get this out of here!" And they usually are, like the shorter ones, but then there's like one really long, like white, like strand. I like was like looking at my beard. I was like, "What the?" And
Oh,
just
get it
immediately
out.
just hold on, get it out. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
yeah. But
yeah, we're
yeah, no, this
babbling.
was a fun one.
It's been
Yeah,
really
we're
nice to
we're
catch up.
babbling. It has been fun. I was like, I told Jake before we recorded this, I was like, we're just gonna hit record and just talk. There's no structure. We haven't really talked to each other in and out for 2.5 weeks. And if you guys are a fan of like this style of thing where there really isn't a topic in like mine, we love having a little topic so we can like keep rounded on and stuff like that. But having these little free form discussions, just recording and go. If you guys are a big fan of it, show some love to it, and we'll make sure we implement that a little bit more into our videos. But besides that, guys, that does it for this week's episode. We will be back next week. Jake will be back here with us. There's not going to be any missing episodes, no solo podcasts coming in, unless for some reason this Jake forgets to put this one in the drive, which I
Swear to God,
don't
I won't
think
do it
he
this time.
will.
I won't do it this time.
No, but guys, it's been a pleasure as always, guys, and we will see you guys on the next episode. I've been Luke, that has been Jake, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.